All right, last one from 8G2. Let's take a look at this third one here from this section. It has two premises again. First says, if not Q, then R or P. Next says, Q or R, if Q or R rather, then S. And the conclusion I'm supposed to reach is, if not P, then S. So let's just think a bit here. Well, my first thought was, if I'm doing conditional proof and I'm assuming not P, maybe I could get a modus tollens going here, but I don't think so. Now that I think about it, it's not going to work because I could, if I assume not P, I could add on an or, not R, for example, but it's not going to give me the disjunction I want at the end. It's not going to give me not R or P because I can only apply De Morgan's to that, which would give me, since I use addition to add on, I have to use a disjunction here, and De Morgan's would convert that into a conjunction, so that won't work. Just to show you that not all my ideas work out so well. So now I'm thinking the better thing to do, since I'm going to be assuming not P and trying to reach S, looking here, I see the S right here, so the only way to reach it, I think, is going to be to use modus ponens on line 2, which means I need to get a Q or R. If I'm going to get a Q or R, I probably do want to, in some way, prove Q, right? Or Q or R. So I'm probably going to do something with line 1 here, where I use my assumption that not P to somehow eliminate this P and get the Q or R I'm looking for, so I can use my modus ponens. But I think the way to handle it is probably to use implication to get rid of this conditional. So I could just have nothing but disjunction, or nothing but these little wedges here and no horseshoes, and then I can probably use my not P to get rid of a P by, after I regroup some things and get to what I'm looking for. So let me just try that. So again, let me just start a conditional proof. I'm going to assume the antecedent of the conditional I'm looking to prove. So I'm going to assume not P. Right, that's going to be an assumption for conditional proof. And the idea again here is, if I'm using implication, what that's going to do is it's going to get rid of the conditional, and it's going to say, you know, either that is false or this is false. I'm sorry, either that is false or this is true, one or the other. Either this is false or this is true. That's what implication gives you. And so this being false would be not Q. That's the same thing as Q. So that's going to give me a Q or R or P, and then I can just regroup and use my not P to get rid of the P, and it'll give me a Q or R, which then sets up my modus ponens. So I'll just walk you through that. So again, using implication, I have not Q or R or P. That is from line 1 by implication. Right? Now that I have that, I don't want that not Q. I just wanted to, eventually it needs to say Q. So I'm going to go ahead and use double negation to rewrite that as Q or R or P. Right? And it's from line 4 by double negation. And now I can just regroup. So I can say Q or R or P, and that's going to be through association. I'm just regrouping or reassociating those things. That's going to be line 5, association. Right? And now that I have that, I can just use the deductive syllogism I've been wanting to use. I have my assumption of not P, I have or P, so I'm just eliminate that part and get to Q or R. That is through line 3 and line 6, deductive syllogism. Lines 3 and 6, deductive syllogism there. And now that I have Q or R, that gives me S. If you remember, if Q or R, then S. So S from line 2, line 7, modus ponens. And now I have S. I have what I'm looking for, right? Because I assumed not P. I just shown S. So now I know I can mark off this conditional proof. And over here on line 9, I can say, if not P, then S. Actually well timed for me. I was just better run out of paper on this one. So that is lines 3 through 8, conditional proof. Lines 3 through 8, conditional proof. A little bit complicated. If you don't see that implication rule applying there, you're gonna have a little bit of trouble with this one, I think. But again, the idea there was, since I knew I was going to be using not P, I wanted to be able to use that somehow on line 1 to eliminate that P. And so the idea was I really want to be using disjunctive syllogism there. If I'm going to do that, I was thinking I probably want to get rid of that conditional, that horseshoe there, replace it with the disjunction by using implication, and then regrouping, I'll be able to eliminate that not P, and it'll give me what I'm looking for. So hopefully that helps.